What's up, heroes? We got Darling in the Franxx episode 19 coming out tomorrow, I think. Wait, today's Friday. Yeah, tomorrow, Saturday. That's going to be super hype, but I don't want to wait until tomorrow to talk about Darling in the Franxx. I want to talk about it right now, so that's what I'm doing. Making a discussion video on Dr.Franxx, also known as Werner, for those of you that didn't know, which hopefully you do know. His name is Werner, which is relative to Werner Syndrome in the real world, which is a disease really rare that makes you age rapidly. So a lot of theories are going around on whether Dr.Franxx / Werner actually has that disease in the show, and if he really is as old as he looks or if he isn't. Now, based off the war against the Klaxosaur going on for 100 years or so, give or take, I would assume that he really is that old, since he seems like a pretty key person to be a part of that war. But as of the preview, the episode 19 preview, the flashback that we see of Dr.Franxx and Ape and some other things, it makes me kind of think that maybe he doesn't actually have Werner Syndrome in the show. Maybe he wasn't around at the beginning of the war, and at the beginning of the war, maybe it wasn't so bad. Maybe humanity was winning. The Klaxosaur army, or armies, whatever you want to say, because at this point they pretty much rule most of the world. Maybe it wasn't the case back then, and humanity still had a great advantage. So Dr.Franxx may not have been around then, and maybe humanity was doing okay. Eventually, Dr.Franxx comes into play, and we see that's around the same time that Ape is pitching their idea for humanity to go into plantations. So from all this, we can kind of take away that the war against the Klaxosaur started about 100 years ago, but humanity didn't go into plantations right away. What time frame would that be? I'm still not really sure. Again, that's going to depend a lot, rather, on if Dr.Franxx has Werner Syndrome or not. But let's talk about Dr.Franxx in that flashback. So we see a much younger Dr.Franxx with a hairstyle similar to Hiro. Now, I personally don't think it's that similar. It just looks like a, traditional long hair anime-esque style. Same with Hiro's, like not as long, but it's pretty traditional anime dude haircut. It's nothing like that unique. So the fact that their hair is similar to me, it just looks like a generic hairstyle. But some people are taking that a step further. They are theorizing that Hiro is a clone of Dr.Franxx. Now, if you guys remember the first few months of Darling in the Franxx, there was a very popular theory going around that Hiro was actually a clone, and that the original Hiro, the original Darling that 02 had met, was a clone. And then something happened to that Hiro, and the new Hiro that we know is not the same Hiro, but a clone. And the reason people were theorizing that were because of the memory loss. We didn't know that his memory was wiped at the time. We just knew that, like, he didn't remember 02, but 02 clearly remembered Hiro. And then not only that, but in the intro animation, the opening 1 animation, not the opening 2, opening 1, there was like a line of parasites that looked really similar, but they're not identical. And some people were thinking that that line of parasites in the opening animation was a line of Hiros, and those were like all the clones. So that theory ended up dying out about halfway through the show. It was pretty much disproven. As we got the memories returned to Hiro, we saw that indeed it wasn't like a clone. It is the same Hiro that met 02 way back in the day, and she just knows him from that, and he doesn't know her because his memory was wiped. And 02's was too, but she ate the book and some other plot device nonsense that made her remember it before Hiro did, but Hiro ended up remembering it too. But you guys all know that already. Anyways, that's where the original Hiro being a clone theory came from. Like I said, it died out about halfway through the show, but now it's come back around, which I think is awesome. I mean, I don't personally back this theory. I don't think Hiro is a clone of Dr.Franxx. Why? Well, I'll get into that in a second, but let's just talk a little bit more about that theory now. So basically, the theories come back around due to the resemblance in hair, due to Dr.Franxx kind of showing care for Hiro. This is what people are saying, but this is not my opinion. My opinion is, I don't think he's a clone of Dr.Franxx because Dr.Franxx hasn't really shown that much care for Hiro. I mean, Hiro was on his way out in episode 1. He had no partner. He was still in Squad 13, but barely. They were like just about to basically remove him from Squad 13 too and discharge him. Then the Klaxosaur attacked, and he ended up working with 02, piloting with her. It worked out. They gave him another chance. And that was really it. Like, Hiro wasn't being taken care of by Dr.Franxx at all. It was pretty much the end of the line for him. So I don't think he's a clone of Dr.Franxx, because if he was, he would not have been in that situation to begin with. Things would have been way different. Yeah, so the hairstyle is similar, I get it, but it's not that similar, and it's a very traditional, boring, I shouldn't say boring, but it's a very traditional haircut. It's nothing like special. Like, okay, if Dr.Franxx's haircut was like everything shaved except the left side, and Hiro had the same exact haircut, then I'd be like, okay, obviously there's a connection there, but this is like just a traditional long thing, so I don't really believe that theory. What I really want to talk about, though, is the Blue Oni theory. And I'm not going to talk about that in this video. I've been, saying for a while now I'm going to make a separate video on the Blue Oni. But I'm especially interested in it now that Hiro is confirmed to go blue Oni form at some point. I mean, he's got the horns coming in. But there's only 5 episodes left of the show. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Well, I guess that's 19 to 24 is technically 5. How did I get 6 just now? All of 19, all of 20, all of 21, all of 22, all of 23, all of 24. Okay, yeah, so 6. Okay, I don't even know. I can't even math, guys. I'm not a mathematician. I'm an anime reviewer person, dude, all right? So don't make fun of me for that, all right? Anyways, the show is almost wrapped up, so we're going to need to see how the blue Oni form ties in soon enough. Now, I have some theories on that, but like I said, I don't want to get into that in this video. This is more so a discussion on Dr.Franxx, on Hiro, and the old clone theory that is resurfacing again, because I want to get your opinions, guys. I want to see if you guys believe this clone theory. If you I guess basically leave me some comments down below. I'll take a look. Let me know if you believed in the clone theory from back in the day, or if you didn't, and let me know if you believe in the new one that's come back around, or you still don't. Leave me your thoughts in the comments down below. I'll take a look. I'll get back to you. But before we do that, let me do a quick plug. Patreon link down below if you guys want to take a look there. For as low as $2 a month, you can back my channel on Patreon. There's a bunch of rewards, but let me tell you the one reward that I want to tell you about right now. For only $2 a month, you can have your name in the description of my videos, getting millions of views every month. Just for only $2 a month. It's a great deal. Plus, you'll support my channel, which is awesome. There's other tiers there, too, if you want to bump it up a little bit more. But I don't want to make this a Patreon thing. I just wanted to have a quick announcement. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this, if you smiled, if you laughed, if you agreed with me on anything, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Even if you can't pledge on Patreon, it's all good. Just hitting that thumbs up does help. And now, once again, with that said, guys, I will catch you next time.